Recording in progress.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome and well done. Today is the last day of the challenge. How good it feels. So let's just start with a few stretches as every day we've been doing, just to feel more comfortable, to loosen up. So when we are connecting with the breath, we can just be fully into that connection and forget for a while from our physical body. So place the hands on your knees, relax the shoulders, align the neck with the spine, close your eyes, breathe in deeply, allowing your shoulders to be soft, aligning the spine by bringing the stomach in. See if you can lengthen the neck and the spine a little bit more by bringing the top of the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And notice how much easier it is for you to sit in a cross-legged position. How much easier it is to connect with your breath, to align the spine, all the progress from the regular practice. Be grateful to your consistency, to yourself, to your body, to this chance from this challenge for you to have this experience, for all the support that you had from everyone else that helped you to raise money for this cause. There's so much to be grateful for. So bring the palms together. And from all that, just choose two things that especially you want to appreciate. Breathing deeply, pressing the palms together, feeling the heart center nice and active. And then set your intentions for this practice, or your intentions for the day, which it can be the same as yesterday. If you go in with the moon cycle, you can carry on with the same intentions if you set big intentions. And inhaling, stretch the arms, bring them all the way up, chin up, head back. And exhaling, spread the arms through the sides, bringing the chin to the chest, resting the hands on your lap, relaxing the shoulders, and bringing the chin towards the chest as much as you can. The eyes are closed, the gaze up. Breathe slowly. Slowly bring the chin up, and with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining and for being there every day, on most days. Let's just start with the body movements, the asanas, stretching the legs, activating the circulation of the legs, moving the toes, and then bring the feet together in Padmakonasana as closer as you can, and bounce up and down. Breathe slowly. Remember, as a variation, we can always bring the hands back to open the chest a little bit wider. We'll be focusing on the heart center today, but it will be an overall practice. Okay, so we start the bouncing, and then we keep the right knee where it is, and the left one is going to be stretched out. Bringing the heel towards the groin as closer as possible, and lengthen that leg as much as you can, bringing the heel as far as possible, the toes towards you, and then we slide that hand on that leg. But what I would like you to do is to be able to rest on that leg with the lower arm. So no good if we have the arm stretched, because then there's no room for more flexibility. So just relaxed, whatever it is, no matter where you place your arm. And then inhaling, bring the other arm up. And the top arm is very active. The bottom one is relaxed. Keep stretching with the arms, and if you can, look up towards the thumb. Breathe slowly. If there's tension on the neck, then just look straight or even look down. Good, and keep breathing. One more round of breath. Good, and then from here, when we exhaling, we're going to bring the hand closer towards the toes. And then inhaling, bring the arm back. Rotation from the shoulder. Inhaling, up. Exhaling, forward and down. You can follow with the side, the hand movement. Exhaling forward. Inhaling up. Good. And exhaling. Inhaling. And last one. Inhaling. Good. And then exhaling, coming back towards the center, and rest the hand on the side, about more or less aligned with the hip. Soften the elbow. Inhaling, stretch the arm towards the other side. The elbow locked because we've got no weight, so we can stretch as much as possible. Keep the toes pointing towards you, and you should feel the stretch even towards the lumbar area. If you don't feel it, then lean slightly forward and then notice that stretch. Good, and then inhaling, coming up, bringing the hand down, and then lean slightly back to change the legs. Good, and then once we are in the position with the heel closer to the groin and the ankle flex, we lean slightly forward, and that way we create that easiness on the movement. Then the other side, whatever it is, remember both sides don't need to feel the same, so just adapt the posture. And then the shoulder comes back and the arm up. Breathe slowly. Good. Lock the elbow, very active arm. Good. And then look up if possible. Otherwise, you know the variations. Down or straight. Breathe slowly, 2 more rounds. Good, and then with the next exhalation, we bring the hand all the way towards the toes, and then inhaling, bring it up. Exhaling forward and down, inhaling back and up, and keep going, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, in, exhale, and one more, inhale, exhale, and coming back towards the center, sliding the hand, soften the elbow, inhaling, bring the arm up. Good, and keep stretching. Keep the toes pointing towards you, the shoulder towards the back. Look up if possible. Tongue towards the upper palate so there's no tension on the jaw, and allow the elbow to be even softer so we've got good space between shoulder and ear. One more round of breath. And then lower the hands down. Good. And then from here, we lean slightly back and we open both legs as wide as possible. So bringing the heels towards you. And again, from here, we need to be able to move side to side. We're going to do it slowly, but just make sure that there's no tension there. If there is tension, you can just bring them slightly closer. But by bringing the toes towards you, then we're activating and it's a safe movement. So keep them active as we move in the arms. Inhaling, bring the arms all the way up. Good. And exhaling, lowering down, bringing the left hand towards the left leg and stretch. Good. Inhaling, coming back to center, arms stretched. Exhaling towards the right. Inhaling, exhaling. Make sure as we inhale that the shoulders are down and exhaling, stretch. Good. Inhaling, exhaling. Very good. Inhaling, exhaling. And again, inhale, exhale. And the other side, inhale, exhale. Good, and then come back towards the center and use your hands to bring your thighs closer. Baddha Konasana again and bounce. Shoulders back and down, bring the chest forward, the chin towards the chest. Relax the jaw. Find that extra space on the neck, the upper back. Good, and then slowly stop the bouncing, looking straight, and we come in on tabletop. So from tabletop, we're going to do some gentle cat-cow, only 4 rounds. Soften the elbows, align the body, and then inhaling, look up. Remember, before we look up as high as we can, the shoulders are closer together to protect. And then exhaling, extend, chin to chest. Good. Inhaling, looking up, tailbone up. Exhaling, round. Good. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's do one more. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then we come towards the center and we're going to do like an infinite symbol or an 8 shape. So we come towards the left side in diagonal. So we are in the neutral, we swift the way towards the left, then we do a semicircle, and then we go towards the right hand, and then swift towards the left hip, and then round on the back, and then change again the direction, semicircle, and then towards the other side, semicircle from the back, and keep going with that shape. Gaining control and strength on your arms as we go forward, and on the core as we go back. One more, inhaling forward and exhaling back, and then stay back. Stretch the arms, open the knees as wide as you can. The Muka Virasana, resting warrior. And even it says resting, it's not a resting pose, so we want to stretch the arms as much as possible. Feel the stretch on the shoulders, on the spine. Make sure there's no tension on the neck. Breathe slowly. Good, and then inhaling, walk back with the hands. Bring the feet together. squeezing together. The thighs began to be active as we squeeze them. The shoulders back and down. And then once we have the thighs active, we're going to come up on our knees. And then we raise the arms all the way up. And then we bend the elbows for that locust position with the fingers well spread and the elbows at shoulder height. Opening the heart center, squeezing the glutes, looking up. Good. And then straighten the arms, straighten the spine, sit back on your heels and stretch the arms. Surrendering to Mother Earth. And then inhaling slowly, coming to sit on your heels. So that's the sequence that we're going to do. We're going to do it 3 times. We need to breathe very slowly so we can do inhaling with the 2 movements. Coming up. Once we're up, then we bring the hands up and locust. Oh, that is an inhalation. And then exhaling is extend and all the way down. In the movement, if you feel like you need to do more than an inhalation, then do it rather than collapsing or interfering with the movement. But if you can, slow breath. So shoulders back and down, squeeze the knees together, thighs nice and active, core engaged, hands resting on the thighs, and inhaling, come on your knees, raise the arms up. Bend the elbows, chest up, look up. And then exhaling, extend, straightening the spine, coming all the way. Good, engage the core, inhaling, sit on your heels and exhale. We come in again, inhaling, all the way up. Bend the elbows, chest up. And exhaling, arms stretched and coming down, control. Coming into our Virasana pose, shoulders back and down, exhaling. Inhaling, coming up, arms up, bend the elbows, opening your heart, squeezing the glutes, and exhaling, arms stretched and forward. Inhaling, come and bring the hands on your thighs, shoulders back and down. Very good. So from there, we're going to bring the hands in front of us, tuck the toes under, lifting the hips nice and high, and bend the knees one at a time. Keeping the feet hip width apart, and relax the shoulders, the elbows. Bring the hips as high as you can. Find that extra space between the shoulder blades. If you feel that there's any tension, then try to soften the elbows a bit more and raise from the hips. Instead of pushing so much from the arms and the shoulders, lift from the hips a little bit more. Good. And then still position on the downward facing dog, stomach in. Good, and then walk with the hands back, so we come in for the forward fold. And bring the hands behind the calves, trying to come on that forward fold, bringing the head as closer as possible towards the knees or the shins. Lengthen the spine, so instead of bringing the chin towards the chest, look towards your toes. And notice how much the spine is lengthening. Even if we are slightly more separate from the legs, but the spine is more long and feels nicer because we create more space. Good, and then from there, release the hands, bring them in front of you, bend the elbows, bring the palms together, bend the knees, gain the control on the legs, the thighs. Good, and then from there, very slowly, inhaling, start coming up to standing, bringing the hands up, looking up, hips forward. And then exhaling, bring the hands towards the heart center. And then towards the sides. Well done. So now we come towards the top of the mat. Bring the hands on the hips, inhaling, opening wide about the length of one leg. Toes pointing towards the front, parallel to each other. Soften the knees, bring the stomach in. And notice the thighs nice and active. The glutes also. Shoulders back and down. And bring the hands on the hips. Bring the shoulders even more towards the back. And open the heart center. Bringing the chin up. Looking up towards the ceiling. And then bring the hips towards the back. And start bending forward. Good, and then stop when you parallel to the floor, bring the stomach in. So as we come in with the chin up, there's an arch of the spine. And then when we parallel to the floor, we bring the stomach in, align the shoulders and just look down. Back muscles is strong, spine is straight, the neck is soft. Move side to side to make sure that there's no tension. Good. And then keep looking down from the center. Keep squeezing the core. The knees are soft. The legs are strong. Good, and now we're going to bring the right hand on the floor, which is this one. And the left one up, inhaling. Keep lengthening on that twist. Let me change this view. Good. Keep the arm very active. The hips towards the back, so it's easier to be in that forward fold. Having more space for the hamstrings to stretch. Good, and then in the next exhalation, bring the hand down. And then the left one up. Looking up towards the ceiling if possible. Breathe slowly. Jaw relaxed. Feeling most of the weight on the legs. Feeling a good stretch on the inner thighs as well as on the hamstrings. And the next exhalation, bring the hands down, bend the knees, bring the hands in front of you and close your feet about 1 meter apart. And bring the toes towards the sides. Start lowering down the hips. Come into a squat. Bring the forearms on your thighs. Fingertips touching together. Shoulders back and down, nice and wide. So you can have the palms together in prayer position or just with the fingertips to create a little bit more of a space on the shoulders and the chest. It's up to you. Breathe slowly. Very good. Feel the heat on your thighs. Feel the strength of your body. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling, bring the hips higher. The hands down, the feet hip-width apart. And then very slowly, rounding the spine. We start coming all the way up. And when we up, shoulders back and down 3 times. And then forward. Very good. So from here again, from the top of the mat, bring the hands on the hips. Inhaling, opening wide again. Toes parallel to each other, but then we bring the right foot in, the left foot out, and bend the knee about 90 degrees, trying to bring the hips towards that left leg, nice and square, allowing the hips to be lower for that to happen. And then bring the hands down, nice and active, fingers spread, pulling from the shoulders down, feeling the upper back active, the chest. Good, and then inhaling, bring the hands behind the back first, arching the spine, looking forward. Breathe slowly. Good, and then release the hands and bring them all the way up. And then exhaling and locust position. Bend the elbows, bring the chest forward, palms facing each other. Breathe down. Good, and then exhaling, lowering the hands down, bring them towards the hips, straighten the left leg, bring that left foot in, right foot out, bring the hips towards the right leg, bend the knee, breathe in deeply, bring the hands down, shoulders down, inhale and exhale. Good, and then bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Opening your heart, looking towards the ceiling. Good, and then let go of the hands, inhaling, bring them all the way up, looking up, and exhaling, locust position. See how much you can open your heart. Make sure there's no tension on the neck. And then exhaling, bring the hands towards the hips, straightening the leg, coming towards the front. Bend the left leg, inhaling, coming towards the top of the mat. Well done. Now shake the legs, shake the arms. Good, and grab your blanket to get ready for your Savasana. Always well deserved and very important. Stretch the legs, stretch the arms, close your eyes, relax the jaw. Still with your breathing nice and deep. Noticing how we can create space as we inhale, expanding and relaxing as we exhale. And gently we start letting go of that control of the breath. Breathing slowly, the jaw relaxed, the gaze up. And your body feels completely relaxed, surrendered. Your mind is at rest, keeping the awareness on your breathing without analyzing. Your gaze is up and you are at peace. Stay there for another 2 minutes in your Savasana, enjoying that sacred space. And after this, I invite you to practice some meditation. So we'll stop the session here for today. I hope to see you tomorrow with the beginning of the summer challenge. Enjoy that meditation, whether it's laying down or sitting upright. And even if you only have 2 minutes, 2 minutes is much better than nothing. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.